This is the Road Barrier Restore Cream. They were right, it's a really good brand.
If they tell me to fuck off, I might.
I know a lot of people do their Sunday reset on Sunday. I sometimes have a hard time making it to Sunday before I feel claustrophobic in my own house with the amount of like laundry and linens to wash, and like my floor feels dirty because I have carpets shedding. Anyway, I'm reaching my limit. So today it's Friday, but I'm going to spend the first couple hours of the day to try to get ahead so that Sunday I'm not overwhelmed because we're hosting a Super Bowl party. So this is just going to be a nice little morning vlog, home reset, which is so needed because since we bought the house, I have just been like, even though we're going to be living in this house for like probably until the summer with renovations and stuff happening, I'm like, well, we're moving any day now. We're not moving any day now. And that's been an excuse to let things go. So we're going to get it back under control and start our day off right. I kind of want to get a little bit ready for the day just because I have a new makeup routine that I'm loving and I want to share it with you guys. So first, skincare. This is also what I use for self-tanning drops. These are the drops that I use. I did some last night, but this combo is so nice because when I would use my self-tanning drops in like a thick moisturizer, it would never mix all the way and I feel like I didn't get as good of a blend. This is the Road Barrier Restore Cream. I use this one in the morning and then at night I use it with the barrier butter. None of this is sponsored by Rhode, obviously. This is a very small YouTube channel, but I tend to be somebody that wants all my skincare to match. So like when I went into Sephora to pick up the glazing milk, I want the whole line so that all of my skincare is the same brand. The one thing Rhode doesn't make yet, and I'm sure it's just a matter of time, is an SPF. So this is the SPF I've been using. Another product I'd love to see Rhode come out with is nail care. As a member of the Naked Nail community, I think Rhode is like the perfect company to come out with a nice daily manicure kit. Okay, I'm excited to show you guys my new makeup routine because here's the thing, and I never say this on the internet because I feel it will get me canceled for being pick me, but I've decided to speak my truth because there is just something wrong with me when it comes to sensory things, and I've always been this way, okay? So I'm gonna take you back to when I was a kid. I used to literally gag watching anybody put on like, specifically lip gloss. Lipstick wasn't as bad, but lip gloss, like a sticky, gooey, I would literally like have to gag in these. Toothpaste, any kind of cream or like ointment, God forbid. I had a visceral reaction to as a child. It went so far, like this will put it in perspective. It went so far when I was little that I got a giant slash cut on my face and my mom had to put Neosporin on it and I was like screaming, crying, throwing up about having to have a cream on my face. That's where I was at. And thank goodness for social pressure because I outgrew the toothpaste thing. Although a lot of days I have to go brush my teeth and I do like, I don't know what the theme is. It must be a texture thing. I also don't like any like artificial flavored fruit snacks, fruit compote, love fresh fruit, but anything that becomes like a gelatin substance, I don't know. Whenever I feel fooled by a lot of TikTok reviews that people say like, oh, this is like skin. And then I try it, I'm like, this is anything but like skin. So when I give you guys a makeup tutorial that I deem to actually feel like skin and look like skin, just know that I am ranking this at the highest caliber of standards, okay? First thing is this Merit concealer stick. I love it. I think it feels like kind of like satiny, and I like that because it's this little stick. You can kind of just place it. I hadn't purchased this even though people had been recommending it to me because I thought it would be drying. It's not drying, especially when you do the 18-step road skincare routine before. My skin is the easiest to manage on a day that I've dermaplaned and self-tanned and all the things, so I'm not going to do a lot today, but just the fact that I'm doing any at all on a day that I'm really just staying home to clean the house should tell you something about the comfort of this routine. Probably nobody cares as much as I do, but I'm like, does it really feel like skin? I got the shade Linen, by the way. Gorgeous. Very easy to blend. I'm going to show you an extremely close up because I feel like that's how we make our decision, is like how does it actually look on skin. To me, that's pretty dang good compared to other things I've tried. Also Merit, I got their bronzing stick. I'm not sure what shade I got in this, but it's not overly dark. This product really is, this one's great. Like, part of it, I think, for me is also just picking my correct color, but I love how easily this blends in. It kind of just disappears. Adds a nice little soft glow, but I don't feel like I have like a crayon mark on my head, you know what I mean? They were right. It's a really good brand. I think also I've heard really great things about their ingredients, which is nice. I tend to be very brand loyal when I find something that I like. I am a Rhode stan. I really love Rhode, and I love their blushes. I just got, I used to have the shade Freckle. I still have it. I just don't think it's great for my skin tone right now, so I got, what shade is this? Tan Line. The girl next to me in Sephora actually picked it out for me because I was rushing. I was like, just look at my face and tell me what shade do you think I should get. I'll buy any of them. And she was like, definitely Tan Line. And I was like, great. I think these are all kind of my preferred makeup texture, which is like a cream-based product, but not like entirely liquid. Something a little bit in the middle that has a sort of satiny finish, not overly matte, not drying, but also not like super shiny and needs powder to survive. And that's it. Like those three products could really get you by. We need to talk about lip products though. I need you guys to just trust me when I tell you I look crazy like crazy with a bright lip on, and especially if I were to line them aggressively. Maybe a makeup artist could tell you what it is about my face, but I instantly feel like Mike Wazowski. I hate it because I've been loving so many lip combos on other people lately, and then I buy them, I try them, and I'm like, something about it just on me looks like an allergic reaction. So anyway, with that, I think part of it is because I have decently pigmented lips, especially when I was young. You guys should see my lips when I was young. If I can find the picture, I'll put it right here. My lips were like so red. They looked nearly sunburnt at all times and I hated them. I used to try to go take my mom's powder and like put it over them to try to make them not so intense. And I've lost some of that pigment, but they are typically pretty pigmented. Anyway, my favorite lip of all time is the YSL Candy Glaze, and I just get their like lightest color because like I said, I don't really want a lot of pigment. This is the best lip product in my opinion for like any occasion. It provides a nice little shine and like cushion to your lips, but it's not tacky, it's not sticky, it goes on like a balm and it kind of finishes like a lip gloss, but it still feels like all I have on my lips is Aquaphor. I also have been liking the Rhode lip mask. I use this like pretty much any other, if I wasn't doing a makeup tutorial right now or showing you guys my makeup, I probably would just use this on a day like today. Eyebrows, I just brush them. And then sometimes I like to fill in this little tail right here. That's my makeup look. Now that we are feeling good, I think it's time to start tackling the house, get reset. It's nice because Davis is going to be working late today, so he'll come home to a clean house, which is the least I can do. As you guys saw my night vlog from last night, Davis, before he left for jiu-jitsu, made me cookies and chopped up all of my vegetables and like did my meal prep for the week. And now for my breakfast, like my omelet veggies are chopped. Last night he chopped all of my soup veggies and our rotisserie chicken for me to make our soup for the night. He's just like the best. So I really want to have the house feeling cozy for him when he gets home after a long day of work. So let's get started. Hey, Pugs. I'm on the phone with my friend, but I'm gonna make breakfast before we start all this jazz.
What I want, if I were able to like just have someone help me with colors and fonts and like 2 to 3, I would be able to like go from there in branding. Oh my gosh, it's Kirby. Yeah, basically I'm just realizing like I can apply and like I don't have a lot of money to throw around right now, and I do think like it will change, but that's why I'm not like, oh, I'm gonna invest, I'm gonna hire someone in dollars because I know this will really pay off. Like I think it's gonna change, you know. I just want like someone to get me started. In this morning, like through my connections, like anyone who like has a name as a designer, like so good at graphic design. And I'm like, I was thinking about just calling the comm school this morning and basically like saying like what I'm looking for and being like, can I hire a like senior like comm design student to help me with this?
That'd be cool. Oh my gosh, imagine if we went back to Elon and like taught a class.
I know, it'd be so fun.
That'd be so fun.
If they tell me to fuck off, I might just because like that, like I'm trying to take my own advice that are telling Davis to be more ballsy.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna call them this morning and see how far I get. Like not actively seeking that, and it's a lot of freaking work.
Yeah,
and like
it is a lot
sometimes
of
your
work.
company doesn't let you like $400.
Yeah.
And just like have kids apply and send me their work.
Yeah, even just like as a resume builder. Like,
Yes.
because it's not, you are a business.
Oh, of course it is, because this is mainly supposed to be like.
I know. I remember looking into it as I was trying to apply for internships, and I was like, I wonder if I should, you know, get this on my resume now. Live Oak is so triggering for me for some reason.
I applied and I got rejected, so me too. It's just like them redesigning the Blue Ribbon Diner menu.
We're gonna have a ton of laundry to do today. I think I'm actually going to wash my ruggables as well. This actually, now that Nellie and Alfie eat the same food, we don't even need this one, so I need to bring this to the donation pile. These are destroyed. Trash. These are just all of our like dog linens, towels we use when we give them a bath, that kind of thing. Definitely have more clutter here than we need. I refuse to ever get rid of this, but Nellie's definitely too big for it now. It was her first life jacket when she learned how to swim, so I just like to keep it around. And this is just a bag that we always have filled with dog stuff in case we travel with them. Okay, moving on to the kitchen. Our kitchen right now is huge and I love having a big kitchen for like hosting and stuff. However, cleaning it on a daily basis takes so long. And our new kitchen, we're gonna have to get rid of so much stuff. I think I'm gonna have like a moving sale. Our next kitchen is basically like just this portion, like a little galley like this. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to, is a little bit less to clean, but this is the next room we're gonna tackle because it's kind of the most overwhelming. I'm feeling so hurried and I don't know why. So I'm just gonna ground myself really quickly because I'm like what kind of who am I racing? This section of the kitchen is admittedly our dump all. I put mail here, I put paper scraps, pens, like these are almost all junk drawers. Here's my needle point. Slowly but surely making progress. Frickin' flow. This makes me so happy, and I didn't even know Davis did this, but this is a thank you for your donation to Kids First of the Carolinas. My husband is just like my favorite person on the planet. I'm gonna put Davis's cookies in the little cookie stand. Guys, I'm so happy. Davis has gotten really into cooking and baking. He loves to bake, and I really want to get into it with him. Let me show you the book we've been reading. If you want to get into cooking, like not just learning recipes, but learning like basics of cooking and have like better kitchen skills, this is the book I would recommend. Also at the cottage, I don't know when we'll really get to this project, but we're hoping to have 2 sets of washer dryers, which might sound excessive, but the amount of laundry that we do and like have queued almost all the time with the dogs, with all of Davis's sports and activities, like I can't even imagine once we have kids how much it's gonna be. So now that the kitchen's done, I'm gonna do the living room and start by washing all of these linens because the dogs spend a lot of time on the couch. I also want to really get this feeling not like winter anymore.
That's going to be a particularly difficult second shot. Setting up a little left, trying to cut the ball in. 10th hole starting to stretch.
The kitchen is feeling really clean. I still need to go through and clean the floors because I'm kind of just waiting now for the couch linens to be done, but this room is clean aside from the floor. So I think we just need to go through all of this area and do that next. And the thing is, you guys, the baseboards are not gonna clean themselves. Oh my gosh. The amount of stains and dust down here. I'm disgusted with myself. I am somebody's dream renter. I don't think my landlords care that much. I think I probably care about this home more than they do, but okay, that was laborious, but honestly it didn't take that long. I just have to do this for the whole house, so Great. We've somehow made it to lunchtime and I'm still cleaning. So I'm gonna take a little break and have some leftover chicken noodle soup. The house is feeling so good though. I just have my bedroom, bathroom. We're gonna be at this for a little bit longer, but I'm happy to be ahead of it since we're hosting on Sunday. I think I timed this perfectly because I have like 10 more minutes left on the washer dryer and then I'll be able to put my rugs back and transfer the living room linens to the dryer. Nice clean rug for the mudroom. Here are all the piles of laundry I've been doing all day but haven't folded. So I'm gonna get these folded, clean my room, and then clean my bathroom. That's our order of events, and then we should be good. These are little notes from my bridal shower. I love having them out on my dresser because they just make me so happy. They're from all the women that came to my bridal shower. This is a recipe book that my sister and I share, and every time either one of us comes up with a recipe, we can send it to one another to put in our Book Cult Sisters recipe book. Yeah.
And it's just one cookie we talk about. Just...
Okay, we are officially done. I spent the most time in the kitchen today, and I don't know if I filmed this, but I went through and cleaned all of the baseboards, which was so necessary, and it makes the biggest difference. I also not only vacuumed, but I steamed, which I love. If you don't have a steamer, you need a steamer. It's so good for floors, showers, like anything in the bathroom. Just get like the different attachments. So yeah, I'm feeling amazing, and I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I'm just gonna go walk the dogs and get dressed for the day before Davis gets home from work tonight, and I think we're probably gonna go on a little date. So I'll catch up with you guys next week.